To make this awesome RACI matrix in Excel, follow these 5 easy steps that I'm going to share with you. You can download your free copy of this RACI Matrix Excel template at alvinthepm.com/RACI Matrix and get access today. If we haven't met yet, my name's Alvin and I'm an engineering project manager here to help you start and grow your career in project management. So step 1 is to create our legend for defining our RACI matrix. First, open up a separate sheet in your Excel file, and then in cells A1 through C1, type in acronym, role, and explanation. And then in column A, we'll type in the letters for R, A, C, and I. I like to set this up as a table so it looks cleaned up and formatted. After we select all the cells in this matrix, we'll use the keyboard shortcut for Ctrl+T to create our table. I'll expand the widths of the columns so the text fits right inside the column for explanation as we type it out right here. In column B, we'll type the corresponding words for responsible, accountable, consult, and inform. And in column C, let's go through each explanation. If someone is assigned to be responsible for a task, then it means that they're the ones who are responsible for completing that task. He or she is usually the person who is physically performing the work to get that specific task done. This is an important distinction to make with the other role for accountable, so please make sure you don't get these two mixed up. Oh, and pro tip, keep in mind that multiple people can be assigned as responsible if that task is a team effort. As a project manager, you're going to assign work to team members because they're the ones who are responsible for completing it. So that could be like issuing a purchase order to a supplier, or performing testing of the prototype designs, or doing design work. For the next role of accountable, that means the person is ultimately held accountable for the success of the task that's being done. There should really only be one person held accountable for each task because they're the ones who oversee the work to make sure that it's being done properly. And for the role of consult, this is the person who gives their input and their expertise into the task that's being completed. They like to give their opinion and they're consulted with before you make any actions or critical decisions. So think of it like an advisory type kind of role. Now in the real world, people who you might consult with, it could be other team members who are experts in the product that you're creating, or it could be other leaders in your company who need to know what exactly is going on with your project because, hey, they strongly support your project and they want to see it succeed. And the last role in a RACI matrix is inform. This person must be kept informed or updated on the task progress as work gets completed regarding the task outcomes and latest updates. So step 2 is to create a new worksheet and create the RACI matrix table inside. So in the first top left cell, you have A1. Type in the word for task. This column will contain the list of all activities that we're going to track. In the columns to the right of A1, well, we're going to type in the names of the people on our team. For our example, let's make this fun. Let's say that our team is made of everyone from one of my most favorite shows called Friends. If you're a fan of this show or you've ever watched it before, drop me the comment for the word pivot down in the comment section below. That pivoting the couch scene from Friends was one of my most favorite scenes from the show. If you know, then you know. So anyways, we have Ross Geller, Chandler Bing, Monica Geller, Rachel Green, Joy Tribbiani, and let's not forget Phoebe Buffay. It's important to put each person's names into their own columns so you can assign their roles as we fill out the RACI matrix. For creating our RACI matrix, let's say that our team from Friends is organizing a charity event. So step 3, now we have to list all the key tasks that are involved. So for organizing a charity event, let's say that we have the following 5 tasks which we'll enter into column A: event planning, venue selection, guest invitations, event promotions, and day of the event coordination. Also, don't forget to smash that like button if you're enjoying today's video. And in honor of our project manager's agreement to each other, what other templates or documents do you need help creating in Excel? Drop me a comment down below, and that will be your secret handshake so I know that you want more videos just like this. For the first task of event planning, let's say that Ross is responsible for organizing the charity event, so we'll assign him an R. And Monica, well, she's the one ultimately held accountable to make sure that it's a success, so we'll give her an A. Chandler and Rachel are to be consulted with while the event is being planned because they want to be kept in the loop and also because they want to give their feedback. So we'll assign both of them the letter C for consult. And now we got Joey and Phoebe. Well, they're going to be informed as Ross plans out the charity event. So we'll assign both of them the letter I. So to assign each role for each task, we have to ask ourselves these questions. Who is the one responsible for doing the work? Second, who will be held accountable for its success? And third, who will be consulted with for getting advice? And lastly, who do we actually need to inform? We'll repeat this process of asking these 4 questions for the remaining tasks. For our next activity of venue selection, let's say that Monica is responsible for the work. She is the one who needs to figure out where should we hold our charity event, and obviously she wants to be the one in charge. And Ross Geller is to be held accountable to make sure that we choose the best venue for our event. Let's say that Chandler, Rachel, and Joey are to be consulted with to give their feedback and their advice, while Phoebe is only to be informed. She just wants to take it easy and wants to know how it's going. Now for the task for guest invitations, let's say that Ross, Chandler, and Phoebe, they all want to be consulted with. They have information that could be helpful if there are certain people that we need to invite to the event. And the person who is actually responsible for setting out all the invitations, that sits with Rachel. And Monica, just like last time, she is the one who's held accountable for making this a success. And last but not least, our team will consult with none other than Joey Tribbiani for his opinion and feedback. He's going to ask everyone, hey, how you doing? For our next task of event promotions, let's say that it follows the same role structure as the one for guest invitations. So we'll go ahead and we'll copy this. We'll paste it in this row for event promotions. And for our final task of day of the event coordination, let's assign Chandler as the one responsible for ensuring the charity runs as smoothly as possible. Monica will be held accountable for the event's success, and Ross and Rachel will be consulted with as the day progresses. And just like before, with Joey Tribbiani and Phoebe Buffet, they want to take it easy, and they just want to be kept informed. So when you're done with the entire RACI matrix, here's what you should have. Step 5, format your table so it's cleaned up and color-coded. And that is by using conditional formatting to make each assigned role stand out. To do this, left-click and hold your mouse to select the columns from B through G. Once you do that, select the Home tab on the top panel and then choose the button for conditional formatting in the section for Styles. Select the option for Highlight Cells rule and then pick the option which says Equal to. When you do that, you're going to see this window pop up where you can format cells that are equal to a specific value. It's going to show a specific color based on the value input. So it can format that cell's text color to be red, for example, or the entire cell's background to be green. In our example, let's say that it equals the letter R. In the drop-down menu to the right, we have different colored format options. We have yellow fill, green fill, light red fill, and the list goes on. For our letter R, let's pick light red fill with dark red text, and then click OK. And right away, all tasks that are assigned the letter R are now highlighted in red. Let's repeat this exact conditional formatting for the remaining letters. In the pop-up window for equal to, in the first field, type in the letter A. And in the drop-down menu to the right, let's pick green fill with dark green text. And right away, you'll see that there's quite a few cells that change to have a green text with a green background color change. Let's repeat this conditional formatting again for the letter of C. So you'll have this pop-up window appear all over again. And you'll type in the letter C for the first field. In the drop-down menu to the right, let's pick yellow fill with dark yellow text, and then click OK. And for our last and final letter I, let's repeat this exact same step. And in the pop-up window, type in the letter for I. In the drop-down menu to the right, pick Custom Format. In this new pop-up window, select a tab for Fill. Then in the section for background color, let's choose a light grayish color. Then click OK. And voila! In 5 easy steps, we've created our final RACI matrix for our friends who are organizing a charity event in New York City. In the first sheet of our Excel workbook is a RACI matrix, and in the second sheet is the legend explaining the responsibilities for each role. So you can use this RACI matrix to get started with defining your project's roles and your responsibilities. If you'd like to have your own copy of this, you can download this exact RACI matrix template completely for free at alvinthepm.com/RACI matrix and start using it today. To learn how to create a risk assessment matrix in Excel the easy way, please watch this video next, and I'll see you in the next video.